Netherlands, Belgium 209, Denmark 206, France 206, Russia 206. It's very, very close there. But Netherlands were in silver medal position. The bronze medalists overnight were Great Britain. The gold medalists overnight were Germany. And they both still have to come forward. And it's Britain we look to now. Carl Hester with nip tuck, the world number 18 ranked accommodation. Jane de la Mare and Carl Hester, the co-owners of this one. 11 years old now, Barney. Carl, the holder of over 70 national dressage titles, part of the gold medal winning team for Great Britain at the London Olympics. Rode this horse last year at the World Equestrian Games and went through to the freestyle, which was not expected. He really performed out of his skin. They scored 78%, which was a new personal best at Hartbury last month in Gloucestershire in Great Britain. But 74-75 would seem the likely score, unless the stars align for Carl Hester and Nip Tuck today.
Barney can be a little bit spooky, and yesterday, unfortunately, Carl and Barney took a tumble. They were walking off after their training session, and he got a spook from a waiter dropping a tray of glasses and spun around on the grass, and unfortunately both of them went down. But I talked to Carl earlier today, and he said he's feeling good, and the horse was feeling good this morning, so hopefully no ill effects from that.
So Michael Eilberg got that 69.9% yesterday. Fiona Bigwood was the leader of the individual classification, I think, at the end of the first day on 75.8. But he's a man who knows how to ride a ring and get every last mark out of a horse. I mean, the special last year at Weg shouldn't be this horse's forte at all. And I had Richard Davison beside me, who works with Carl and Barney, and he didn't think the horse had any hope of going through to the freestyle. But Carl just went in and did the business.
Carl is just a master at getting everything out of the horses, training them in such a way that they can really release any potential that they have, really showing it all very relaxed. They show lovely softness in the work. You really can bring the best out of them. Very consistent there in his head carriage, very nice and still. Always the pole is the highest point.
And I think softness, it was a very apt word for that Piaffe Passage Tour as well. It looked just very unforced.
Yes, because often the Piaffe Passage, the horses do look a little bit tense to show the height in the passage and to really piaffe on the spot. They're often under a little bit of pressure, but that just looked easy.
Cocked an eye on that corner, perhaps towards the photographer's pen.
Piaffing maybe a little bit early there. I'd like to see it 1-2 meters forward, because he was very much on the spot. Could have just been a little bit closer to the centre line. Often you piaffe a little bit early if you expect your horse to travel a little bit, that you can piaffe towards the centre line, but because that was so on the spot.
Well, I think you've maybe spotted what was going to happen, because I thought that the first one was also maybe 2-3 meters just in front of the line. I mean, not by a massive amount, but maybe Barney's just being a little bit more still today than Carl was necessarily expecting.
Super straight, 2 tempers. running change.
At an 8.1 average for the 210 piece. Starts as zigzag. A little bit of problem with that fine change after the extension. You can't afford too many of those.
But a very good zigzag.
Yeah, if Britain can finish the third rider rotation within 3 or 4% of Germany, then Vallegra might just do the business for them.
Really kept jumping through with the inside hind leg there in the pirouette. Didn't get short or choppy jumping together at all. Very nice. Worth a lot of points.
Yeah, one of the pirouettes they're getting 7.8 on average.
You would perhaps like to see him in the extended trots just come a little bit more through from the hind leg, but I think Carl's doing an amazing job on him today.
Yes, replicating the 78% from Hartbury last month would have been a dream come true for everyone who flies the Union flag in support of the dressage riders, but Carl is right on the money on his expected score between 74-75, showing the form that they have been so consistent at. The number 3 rider for Great Britain, Carl Hester, and Nip Tuck, a man who's carried the team on his shoulders so many times. They took that team silver at Windsor, which started the purple patch then. Team silver at Weg the following year. Team gold at Rotterdam. Team bronze at Herning. And the highlight of it all, I'm sure, the Olympic team gold medal in 2012. So, of course, Hans-Peter Minderhood and Glocks Johnson probably going to have kept the Netherlands just out in front with their 77%. 75 or so for Carl Hester is going to put Great Britain on 220, but we'll confirm all that when we have his provisional. A tremendous job there by Carl, with Jane de la Mare in his own 11-year-old nip tuck by Don Ruto. So 75.486 is the score. Goes into 4th place in the individual classification at the moment for Carl.
Interestingly there, the judges have him ranked between 1st and 8th place.
Yeah, I think the percentages seeing a 77 and a 71. 71 judge at C, Wolf van Westerode, but he's been consistently low, so although he is marking a little bit lower, he's done it consistently across the first 51 horses. So Great Britain on 221.229 with Carl's provisional score. So that's 4.5% now behind the Netherlands.
At M 75.4.